nice and soft, and it feels better, and it doesn't hurt you, and then you're able to sleep all night long. Hello, everybody. How is it going? We are live here, and we're going to be doing some dabby dabs. I'm looking at my dabs. I'm looking at my dabbies. I'm going, hey, we're going to be doing some dabbies. Look at this. Hey, 2, 3, 4. I heard 4. I definitely heard 4 notifications. I definitely heard 4 notifications coming in from the YouTubes. Debbie, she made it first for the first time in a long time. Congratulations, you. You're very good. You're very good, you. Yo, my friend. You're very good. Very good, yo. Not adding any people to my people. Yeah, look at this. I'm not adding any people to my people. Jill is following me because she's a very smart woman. Gina is following me. Billy Bong. Why aren't I following you, Billy Bong? That's weird. Maybe it's a new channel? Okay, I'm following everybody that's following me. I gotta follow back everybody that follows. Hey, Shelly. Kurt Thompson. What's up, son? Claire Faust. Hello. Ronnie Vella. Just watched Jimmy Dore on monetary theory and how it's socialism for the rich only. Marie Hickenbutler. What's up? Yes. I gave Rogan a nice bath. And really cleaned his ear out good. You know? Hey, don't you worry about this. Don't you worry about that going on over there. There ain't nothing going on over there you need to worry about. Look at this over here. Don't look over there. Look over here. Look at this. That bong fell off the bong shelf today. Didn't break. Believe it or not. I slammed the door coming in with Rogan. I wasn't thinking. I fucking slammed the door. Boom. Then I heard thunk. I was like, oh no. I came around. I was on the floor. I was carpet, man. What do you know? Fucking bong fell 7 fucking feet and didn't break. Unbelievable. One of the first bongs I ever bought. Actually, I think that is the first bong I ever bought. It's first or second bong. Hey, okay, so you're looking great. Oh, Marie, that's very... How's my face? Good. Good. Hey, Jeff Lund, what's up, buddy? How is it going? If you're... Marie, if you're referring to the Bell's palsy, holy shit, you haven't been coming to my show in a long time. You are a horrible person for not checking in. Horrible. Jacob Oliver Revel Granger says, time for a cannabis blue lotus joint for me. That sounds nice. Is that got a blueberry flavor to it? Possibly. Hey, Trina Levon, Jeff Lund, Ben Brent. Man, we're in sync. Haha, this has to be the 5th time I sat down to dab this week. Checked if you were live, and lo and behold. Ben, well, we do share a few things, buddy. We do share a few things, I must say. You know, we have a few things in common, buddy. Sorry, it's been forever. Yes, it has. If you're asking about my Bell's palsy, holy shit. You know? Bell's palsy fucking sucked. I got that shit. Oh, that's fucking... Shane! What's up, buddy? You guys should all be following Shane on social media. Seek him out and laugh and laugh and laugh. He is great. He's a #1 contender in the comedy realm. You'll need to check him out. He's the #1 contender. Look at this. All right, who's gonna get the first dab of the show? Who's gonna get the first dab? Come on, guys. You know how to do it. You guys know what's up. And my clock is wrong. 6:04. Damn, look at that. Isn't that crazy? It looks like it needs to be refreshed, huh? Reload. Where's the reload here? Apply. Is there a refresh, man? Oh, refresh. There it is. Cool. There it goes. Thank you for noticing, Debbie. That's so sweet that you noticed that. Who's dropping a fucking digit? I'm not dabbing anything till somebody drops a fucking digit on me, man. Come on, you guys. You know how to do this. We've been doing this for like 2 weeks now. Come on, man. I'm just going to start heating, and one of you is going to double share this for me. I'm sure, right? You guys know I need your help, man. You gotta quit making me beg you, okay? And just fucking start with dropping the digits as soon as you come in. Start sharing immediately. Marie, we drop digits now. Whenever you share it on more than one source of social media, you drop a 3. If you're going to do a max tweet, meaning that you use up all the characters in doing ats to people, then that's a number 7. Claire, thank you, honey. Wow, it sucks that you're traveling around, Shelly, during COVID pandemic. Man. Fucking A, man. All right. This is for Claire Faust, who dropped a digit. Now, Shelly, I hope you gave a double share as well. If you're dropping a 3, it means you shared it on Facebook and you shared it on Twitter. All right, Claire, this is for you. Cheers. Let's do a little bit of the vortex action here. We're going to get in the vortex. Look for the vortex, everybody. Inside the globe. I just want to start ripping my clothes off as soon as I take that dab, man. It's like I start sweating instantly. So I've been watching Michael Malice. He's fucking great. Such a shit talker. You know, he's a little guy. The guy probably weighs 130 pounds. He's probably 5'3". And he talks so much shit. Talks about, yeah, let somebody punch you in the face once. And then once you get over it, you'll never be scared of somebody punching you in the face again. I'm like, let me punch you in the face one time, bro. All right, and you tell me if you're scared of... Or no, forget that. Chuckles. Michael Malice wants to show everybody how badass he is. He wants to let somebody punch him in the face one time. Chuckles, come here. You know, in 2 weeks, when Michael Malice wakes up from his coma, he can report back to his audience, probably not a good idea to let yourself get punched in your face randomly. Not good advice. And I'm not mad at him for saying that. But listen, man, I've been punched in the face twice. Both times I got knocked out. My father knocked me out, and this big motherfucker knocked me out. And let me tell you something, man. You don't want to get punched in the face if you're getting punched in the face by a badass that knows how to knock motherfuckers out. You know, if Michael Malice's little 140-pound fucking 5'4" fucking frame is letting someone punch him in the face, I guarantee you it's probably another 5'4", 135-pound man. You know, I have a feeling he's not going to let a 175-pounder come up to him and fucking uppercut his ass. But, hey, man, I could literally show Claire Faust, Shelley Halliday Smith, Marie Hicken Butler, or the smallest fucking trendy male that's watching this right now how to knock Michael Malice out just by reaching back to scratch your fucking shoulder. Oops. Oh, sorry, did I just knock you out? I guarantee you, if you ladies catch a guy like that with your elbow going up, just you want to practice it? Pretend a mosquito is biting you on your shoulder blade. That's it. A mosquito's biting you on your shoulder blade. You just knocked somebody out. And if you stand up while you're doing it, in other words, if you just kind of you bend your knees and you just stand up while you're doing it, you'll have all the force of your entire body with that upward thrust. You will knock just about anybody the fuck out. Knock them out. Their head will snap back. Dan Barney's the last person who needs a knockout lesson. That's hilarious. Dan Barney you might not be able to knock out Dan Barney that way either. I have a feeling he could take that elbow shot. But most human beings won't. And I guarantee you that Michael Malice won't do it. You know, clocking it at $130 or wherever the fuck he's at. Talking about knocking motherfuckers out. Oh, just let somebody punch you in the face one time. Oh, Michael, can I be the person? Let it be me. Please. Oh, can I send my friend Dan over? Dan, you would love Michael Malice. You would never hit him. You would love him. Bro, Dan, you should check out Michael Malice on YouTube, bro. It's the name of his show is You're Welcome. And it's pronounced, it's spelled Y-O-U-R. He doesn't spell it correctly. It's a troll. You know, he misspelled your because it's a big troll and he's a huge troll. But he's a right-winger. He's a libertarian. And he's really smart, man. I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but I really like the guy. And I think you'd fucking love him, man. You should, if you don't know who Michael Malice is, you should check him out, bro. I think you'd really dig him. He's funny, and does he need a chill pill? No, he doesn't need a chill pill. Bro, he's tiny, man. He's like a little Tasmanian devil. You know, you don't knock those guys out. You just kind of watch them and laugh and chuckle a little bit. And that's what he knows it, man. He can get away with it because he's so tiny, man. He's such a little guy. And he's sitting there, yeah, I do the clean jerk. Oh, I'm doing full on, what do they call that? What do they call that lift? Does he do deadlifting or does he do full over the body? I don't know which one it is. How much you benching? He's all, I don't know what he's about. He's a little jumping jack flash, bro. Oh, Dan, I'm going to show you Michael Malice. A little bit of Michael Malice here. He's been on Joe Rogan. Man, that's how I found out about him. It was from Joe Rogan show. His show is called You're Welcome. But I have a feeling we might be able to find like a highlight reel of him. Like a Michael Malice montage. Michael Malice and Alex Jones. All right. Michael Malice with Tim Pool. Dude, this should be pretty good. Let's watch this one. Watch this.
72.2 million people need to feel assured that we took their concern seriously. But what if, out of 150 million ballots, we had hundreds of thousands that wouldn't have had an impact, that were improper or fraudulent, and even though it wouldn't have changed the results, people feel like it would, and that triggers some kind of unrest or outrage.
But here's the thing: we've been through this before.
There's Michael. That's Michael Malice.
In 2000, we were told.
Or Lee Bush.
Consistently.
Hey, did you hear that? Alex Jones is sitting back there in the back. He's going to hang out in the background. He's going to interject from time to time. So you just make sure when you hear that voice and Michael Malice looks over, it's Alex Jones. And at any moment, Alex Jones could open his mouth and swallow Michael Malice whole like a toad. He understands that because Alex Jones just snorted only half a line of Super Male Vitality right there on the desk at the podcast, right in front of them. He offered them a half a line. They didn't want to accept it. But absolutely, when Alex Jones snorts only half a line of Super Male Vitality, he's able to literally swallow men whole, especially men as small as Michael Malice.
Repeatedly, that not every vote in Florida was counted, We were told the Supreme Court stopped the vote, and we were never going to know the right answer. Michael Moore made that movie about the election. The New York Times, I think, was the ones who counted every single vote. They counted every single vote repeatedly.
Had to turn that fan
with
on.
the Chads, without the Chads. Bush's margin of victory varied. There was no count where Gore had margin of victory to win.
What's up, yeah,
But
boy?
people will, to this day,
Cat
tell
Megsy,
you
yeah, boy.
that not
What's going on?
every
Enoch,
vote
what's
in
up,
Florida
son?
was counted. So this is an escalation that's been going on for 20 years, at the very least.
Well, so I guess the issue then is people are going to choose what they think is the truth.
I think the issue is democracy is a sham, and it's ridiculous that I have to live my life based on what a lot of other people find
the
popular.
rabble.
The rabble, yeah.
So
So what's the solution?
he is a libertarian. I disagree with libertarianism, but he's a libertarian, and let's see what he says.
Freedom
What does that mean?
means not have any kind of government, to have people who are nobodies win popularity.
Happy 710,
That's
everybody!
how I live my
Cheers.
I can certainly respect the argument against the popularity contests, but I disagree with the absolute freedom in that we've seen, like, I think it was the Cuyahoga River was
Shelly, this one is for you, 710, hon.
If the river was private property, then you're not allowed to pollute it.
All I know is-
everything. It was public
all I
property.
know
That's the
is-
problem.
So how do you like
Everything is owned by someone.
And this is the problem I've had because I had a conversation. Maybe you can answer this question. If I build a house somewhere in the middle of nowhere next to a river and I'm
Done.
drinking that water,
Okay.
and then you say, "Well, I'm going to walk upstream and start taking a dump in that water," well, that part of the river is yours, right? Or what? Who owns the whole river?
Water rights. I'm not a lawyer, but
I will
it's
tell you, that's a
This is
navigable
what they never
waterway.
want to think about.
And generally, everyone has group rights.
Everybody's got group rights, and he's going to tell you about them right now.
Take that back to
Libertarianism.
Russia.
No,
Alex
no.
Jones is
I'm
there.
positive,
He's going to
without
settle
knowing
the
anything
score.
about this issue,
Just check out what
water
Alex is
rights
going to talk
something
about.
that's already been legally
He's got
accepted.
some things to say.
But I'm saying,
All
right.
No.
This
If
is
it's
not
surface water,
Surface
and
water.
you have deep water, you have mineral
You've got
water.
deep water like
Sure.
Alaska.
So there's two different types of water.
You know, and I've gone
I
down there,
can't-
and I've seen it myself.
Separately in runoff land.
You want to go down in there
I can't in
and
my
see the
house
depths of the water in
shoot
which
a
I'll
laser
go.
into your house.
Cheers,
or bright
guys.
light, even though it's still your house, because that's violating your space.
Right.
So this would become a property rights issue. I'm not sure how that would actually be resolved, but the point is, this is something that there's already very.
But you're talking about government then.
No, I'm talking about some kind of security or private defense.
By the
So-
way,
so-
have you ever seen a tinfoil hat made that nice?
No.
So
This-
so
of course not. That's what I'm taking home.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
He's doing
Yeah, I'm not joking. I'm putting this on my mantle. I'll send you a photo, Alex. I'm not kidding.
how would you resolve disputes between in these cases?
By battle axe.
Yeah, hire two competing private security forces who go
We
against
have
each other.
that now.
He's a bad luck.
The
We-
point
we
is,
do, we
whenever
also
the
have
government,
courts.
whenever the government has, it's amazing that if you have courts through a government monopoly, all that does is make things more expensive, more inefficient, and impossible to have a resolution. Whereas, if you and I have an issue vis-a-vis eBay, or I'm having a sweater issue with Macy's, or some kind of condo association, those are resolved. Maybe you don't like the outcome, but they're at least
Okay,
cheaper.
let's get serious now we have left. One of the questions when this ends, we wish we would have asked. Because we were sitting here discussing this.
Let's talk about this.
I want to say it. I think Trump pulls this out, evidence of fraud comes out, and I think he is the 45th president in his second term. Where did that
big. He's
input
so
come from?
fat
Why
now,
is
man.
every culture getting
Because we understand life.
Well,
It's why
that is the most wrong sentence you've ever said.
What we
We
understand.
understand life.
Okay,
That is
okay,
us.
fine. We understand some things.
That's Michael Malice. He's the adult in the room. And he'll be the adult in the room, and he'll have a hat on with a little fucking whirly bird fucking air propeller on top of it, and he'll be the fucking adult in the room. Now, the motherfucker's intelligent. We check out Michael Malice, Lex Friedman. All right, now watch this. Yeah, you're gonna want to watch Michael Malice, Lex Friedman, their interview. I'm not there because I was too busy mining some super male vitality. I was out there mining super male vitality like I like to do. Lex gonna come on here. He's gonna
So
introduce.
as a troll on Twitter,
Yeah.
in the best sense of the word, what do you make of cancel culture?
I think it's Maoism. The corporate America has done a far better job of implementing Maoism than the Communist Party ever could. You had this meeting not that long ago from, I think it was Northwestern University Law School, where everyone on the call got up and said they were racist. I mean, this is something that legally you should be very averse to saying, even if it were true. And this kind of concept of getting up and confessing your sins before the collective is something completely.
They admitted this
Thank
of
you,
themselves.
Dan.
Yeah, they were like, because they're saying because they're white, they're inherently racist. So my name's John, I'm a racist. My name's this, I'm a racist. It was. You hear it and you're like, okay, this is Looney Tunes.
So you're saying that, wow, that's much, you took a step further. So you're saying there's like a deep underlying force besides cancel culture. It's not just some kind of mob.
So it's not a mob at all.
It's
I'm canceled.
It's a
I suffer
systemic,
from cancel
organized
culture.
movement
They've canceled me.
being used for very nefarious purposes and to dominate, an entire nation.
how do we fight it? Because I sense it inside. I used to defend
Alex Jones got
academia,
canceled. He suffered from cancel.
more
He's what made cancel culture
because
famous.
I still do to some extent.
Snorting
it's a
too many
nuanced
lines of super
discussion
male vitality.
because like folks like Jordan Peterson and a lot of people that kind of attack academia, they really are talking about gender studies in certain departments. And me from MIT, it's
He
the
always
University of
says that.
Science and Engineering, and the
Dude,
faculty.
I
there-
swear to fuck, if you can find a video where Lex Friedman doesn't mention the fact that he attended MIT, I'll be fucking impressed. I'll be really fucking impressed. He mentions it a lot. And by the time you've seen him 2 or 3 times, you get the idea that maybe he's proud of the fact that he attended MIT. I wonder if Michael Malice is gonna fucking come at him sideways over that comment.
really don't think about these issues or haven't traditionally thought about it. It's beginning to even infiltrate there. It's starting to infiltrate engineering and sciences outside of biology.
Yeah.
Like, let's put biology with the gender studies. Like, I'm talking about sciences that really don't have anything to do with gender. It's starting to infiltrate. It worries me. I don't know exactly why. Like, I don't know exactly what the negative effect there would be, except it feels like it's anti-intellectual.
Oh yes, of course.
And I'm not sure what to. Because on the surface, it feels like a path towards progress. At first, when I'm like zoomed out,
This poor guy.
just like squinting my eyes, not even.
The difference between Lex and Michael Malice, Lex overthinks everything. And Michael Malice steps back and sees it all for what it is. They're totally different kind of thinkers. They come from 2 totally different directions. To listen to this conversation and to watch the diversity between the 2 of them, it's fucking amazing. Watch.
Detail looking at things, but when I actually join the conversation to like listen in the conversation on quote unquote diversity, it quickly makes me realize that there's no interest in making a better world.
No, it's about domination.
It's about getting
It's a way for, if you are a lowest status white person, using anti-racism is the only mechanism you will have to feel superior to another human being. So it's very useful for them. In terms of fighting it, one of my suggestions has been to seize all university endowments, which are the crystallization of privilege, and distribute that money as reparations. So be very effective by turning 2 populations against each other and strongly diminishing the university's intellectual hegemony. The universities are absolutely the real villains in the picture. Thankfully, they're also the least prepared to be aggressed upon. And after the government and the corporate press, they are the last leg of the stool, and they don't know what's coming, and it's going to get ugly, and I cannot wait.
So this is where you and I disagree. Well, we disagree in the sense that
Right,
you want
so
to dismantle.
They're disagreeing, and this is
broken
interesting. Michael Malice just predicted that universities are going to be dismantled. I see it as all of society is being dismantled about the same time. he sees a progression of things happening, and I see total chaos and devastation happening. It's interesting to hear these perspectives because I don't agree with them at all. The universities are gonna be dismantled by the government and and it's gonna be so fun to watch. Bro, you're gonna be busy trying to grow some food and figuring out how you're gonna survive. You're not gonna be looking at the goddamn. We're not gonna have internet, man. You're not gonna know what the fuck is going on anywhere.
Institutions.
I don't think they're broken.
they're
I think they're
powerful.
working like by design. I think for over 100 years, they have been talking about bringing the next generation of American leaders, which is code for promulgating an ideology based on egalitarian principles and world domination.
Let me try to express my lived experience.
Okay, sure.
Okay. My experience at MIT
I love the way you said that.
is that there's a bunch of administrators.
Oh God!
There, the
Oh
bureaucracy.
God! Wait! Where was the experience at? I'm just kind of wondering because I think I may have missed it. So I'm just gonna rewind
At
that.
MIT
Really?
is that
Is
there's a
that
bunch
where it
of-
was? Where?
Egalitarian principles
Tell
and
us again.
world domination.
Let me try to express my lived experience.
Okay, sure.
Okay. My experience at MIT, my experience at MIT, my experience at MIT, my experience at MIT, my experience at MIT is that there's a bunch of administrators, the bureaucracy,
Sure.
that
Oh,
I can say this is the nice thing about having a podcast. I don't give a damn. Is they're pretty useless. In fact,
Yes.
they get in the way. But there's faculty, there's professors that
where are the
are
professors at?
incredible. They're incredible human beings.
Where?
that
Who?
All
Where?
they do all day,
Where was it?
they're too busy. But
I
for
almost
the
want
most
to
part, what
bet
they
that
do
he's
all
gonna
day
say MIT again.
It's just like continually pursue different little trajectories of curiosities in the various avenues of science that they work on.
Walkie-talkie,
As a
but
side
not
effect of
shortwave.
that, they
Walkie-talkie.
mentor a group of students, sometimes
Shortwave
a
would
large
be
group of
cool.
students, and also teach courses. And they're constantly sharing their passion with others. And my experience is it's just a bunch of people who are curious about engineering and math and science, chemistry, artificial intelligence, computer science, what I'm most familiar with. And there's never this feeling of MIT being broken somehow, like this kind of feeling. Like if I talk to you just now,
You
and
mentioned
I find
MIT
stuff,
again!
There's a feeling like stuff is on fire. Right? There's something
I should
deeply
hope so.
broken. But when I'm in the system, especially before the COVID, before this kind of tension, everything was great. There was no discussion of even diversity, all that kind of stuff, the toxic stuff that we might be talking about right now. None of that was happening. There's a bunch of people just in love with cool ideas, exploring ideas, being curious and learning and all that kind of stuff. So I don't. My sense of academia was this is the place where kids in their 20s, 30s, and 40s can continue the playground of science and having fun. It's if you destroy academia, if you destroy universities, like you're suggesting, kind of lessening their power, you take away the playground from these kids to play.
It's going to be hard for you to tell me that I'm anti-playground.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm saying you're at certain kinds of playgrounds, which is
Yeah, the ones that have the broken glass on the floor. Yeah, I am against those kinds of
Broken
playgrounds.
glass on the floor.
no.
This is
you're
an interesting.
you're
Yes.
no,
Exchange
see,
here.
yes,
Then you say. Then you listen.
no, you
No,
you
you
wait.
listen.
Yeah, I would say you're being the watchful mother the one kid who hurt themselves in the glass.
One kid. It's an entire it's generation after generation. I'm not a watchful mother. I'm the guy with the flamethrower.
No, I understand that.
I wish he would
But
be more
you're using
explicit
the
about
one
what he's
kid
referring
who
to.
was always kind of like weird.
That's
aka
us.
I think
gender
he's talking about
studies department,
ideas. I think he's talking about
that hurt
liberalism.
themselves on the glass, as opposed to the people who are like obviously having fun in the playground and not playing by the glass, the broken glass, and they're just. To me, some of the best innovations in science happen in universities.
Okay.
You can't forget that universities don't have this liberal like politics, like literally in every conversation until this year. This year, there's something happening, but every conversation I've ever had nothing to do with politics. Trump never came up. None of that ever come up. Nothing. Like all this kind of idea that there's liberal, all that's in the humanities.
Yeah, but do you think MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, might be a little bit of an outlier?
Yeah, there probably is. Yeah, but I honestly don't think when people criticize academia, they're looking at they're in fact also picking the outliers, which is they're picking some of the quote unquote strongest gender studies departments.
This is nonsensical. When I was at Bucknell,
Yeah.
I was a college student. We had to take, we had a bunch of electives, and I wanted to take a class on American individualism.
Dude, he just said this is nonsensical. Now he's got something anecdotal that he thinks is gonna just trump what Lex just said. Bro, he just said this is nonsensical. It's fucking so funny. Let's see what he says.
One of the texts of the 5 that we had to read was Birth of a Nation, the movie about the Klan. So there's no department where these people are not thoroughgoing, hardcore ideologues. This is not a gender.
Humanities. That's the humanities.
Fine, all the humanities, not just gender studies.
Okay, fine. I can give you
History, English,
yes.
all of them. Every university, as you know,
Yeah.
has it mandatory in their curriculum. They have to take a bunch of these propaganda classes.
I look forward to YouTube comments because you're being more eloquent and you're speaking to the thing that a lot of people agree with, and I'm being my usual slow self, and people are going to say not very nice things about me.
Don't say
Fine.
anything not nice about Lex.
Okay.
Please.
Let me try to just
Shoot up a school. That'd be preferable.
Oh,
there he
fuck!
goes again.
Only the
Going
teachers.
to the darkest possible place.
That's sunshine,
Thank you.
baby. Schools. That's where everyone goes to be happy. Playgrounds.
Oh,
There he goes. Dark
Oh.
ear.
dude.
Just dives right in just goes
Oh.
dark and then just comes back up to
Fucking
the
Michael
surface.
Malice, bro. He will fucking say anything. He doesn't give a fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God.
You're probably a figment of my imagination. I'm not even having this podcast.
Well,
This is
after
just-
18 Red Bulls, I'm surprised you can see anything.
This is like Fight Club.
Red
in
Bull
real
gives you
life.
malaria.
Yeah.
Like, I got into it with Ed Norton yesterday on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he like the rest of the celebrities?
Yeah, he's like, oh, this is an existential threat to America. Trump's a fascist. He's delegitimizing the Oval Office. I said, what not endorsement of Trump?
Well, you should have went with Brad Pitt. He might have a different opinion.
But that's
So
true.
Fight
Yeah.
Club, bro.
Dude, did you guys catch what he said? It kind of fast. Did you catch what Michael Malice just said? He said that Ed Norton was on Twitter saying that Donald Trump is making a mockery of the Oval Office, and Michael Malice responded to him on Twitter and said, "What an odd endorsement of Donald Trump." Did you guys catch that? That's the kind of shit that Michael Malice tweets all fucking day, man. And he doesn't give a fuck. Hey, Lynn Marie. He is like, if you guys follow Michael Malice on Twitter, man, don't piss him off. Just watch what he says, man. He says a lot of shit.
Reference. Okay.
Yeah.
This
This conversation is over.
It's interesting. I'd like to draw a line between science and engineering, and science not including like the biological aspect, the parts of biology
Yeah.
that
Lynn
touch
Marie.
and humanities and biology. Like I feel because humanities, if you just look at the percentage of universities, it's still a minority percentage, and I would actually draw different. I think they serve very different purposes,
Sure.
and that's actually a broken part about universities. About like why is some of the best research in the world done at universities? That doesn't like there might be a different like MIT. It feels weird that a faculty.
Yeah, these are conceptually different things. Like
Yeah.
we do research and we teach. Why is this the same
Yeah,
diagram?
it feels weird, but
Yeah.
that's just. But I'm coming to like the defense of the engineers that never talk about. I'm not like my mind isn't. I'm not like deluded or something where I'm not seeing the house on fire. I'm just saying I am seeing the house because I also lived in Harvard Square. I'm seeing Harvard, but
And
in
you see the tanks coming? They're coming, Lex.
They're-
That's gonna be so beautiful. It'll be like the American Beauty, the plastic bag. I just won't be able to stop crying because it'll be so beautiful.
Yeah.
The tanks.
I can already see it. But the engineering departments, where like I believe that the Elon Musks of the world, that the like the innovation that will make a better world is happening, and like let's not burn that down because that has nothing to do with any like they're all like sitting quietly in while the humanities and all these kind of diversity programs they're not having any of these discussions.
Listen, my Soviet brother, we both know that ice water runs
For people listening to this, I'll probably prepend this in saying that I'm even slower than usual. I didn't sleep last night, but I feel I'm actually realizing just how slow I am and how much preparation I need to do. And if I would like to defend aspects of academia, I better come prepared.
I don't think you need to defend them. I think I'm granting you your premise freely.
No, you might be.
Okay.
I don't think the
Yeah,
the
you weren't
world is.
referring-
I
But
think-
I'm
you
referring
just
to
defeat
you.
your own argument because it is not at all have to be the way that
Separate them.
correct.
But like I'm not a big fan. Everybody's different.
How
I'm not a
worried
fan of
he is
criticizing
about
institutions
that
without
shit,
offering
right?
a way to change, and especially when I'm like have ability to change, I'd like to offer a path. Like
What if they weren't students? They were all mentor, what's the opposite of mentor?
mentee.
Protege? What's the term when you
Graduate
when you
students?
work at a place?
An apprentice?
Interns, not an intern. It's not the word I'm
An
thinking of.
apprentice?
But anyway, like basically they're working there instead of going to college there.
An
It's
apprentice.
possible, but it's going against tradition. So
It
you
is
have to
an
build new
intern.
institutions and
Can't
then
have these engineers building new things. That's crazy.
yeah.
These
They're
research
not building new
engineers,
things.
what,
They're
gonna be
fucking all the
building
good shit
things?
up.
Well, one of the things because you're kind of
Apprentice. That's the word I was looking at.
apprentice.
Which is ironic. We're talking about Trump and we couldn't think of the word apprentice.
Well done. We should both be
You're
fired. Yeah, there you go.
Fired. That's funny.
These Russian Jews so quick with their wit. Okay, but
You're
the
fired.
thing
You're
is, you're a fan of
fired.
freedom,
I am.
and there is intellectual freedom. People, this is what I was trying to articulate. I'm failing to articulate, but there truly is complete intellectual freedom within universities on topics of science and engineering.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't think it's going to take much persuasion, but I'll give you an example. When that, I'm sure you know more details about this than I do. When that scientist engineered that probe to land on that comet, and the articles are written because this Hawaiian shirt he was wearing had like pinup girls on it, which I think his female student sewed for him or something, or his ex-girlfriend, and he had to apologize. This is what Rand was talking about.
Yeah.
That the great accomplishments of men have to say I'm sorry to the lowest, most despicable, disgusting people.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
You know, let me bring this case up because I think about this. This might not mean much to you, but it means a lot to certain aspects of the computer science community. There's a guy named Richard Stallman. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
He's the founder of the Free Software Foundation. He's like a big Linux. He's one of the key people in the history of computer science. One of those open source people, right? But he is like, I believe he's one of the hardcore ones, which is like all software should be free.
Okay.
Okay, so it's very interesting personality, very key person in the GNU, just like Linus Torvald, key person. So, but he also speaks his mind,
Okay.
and on a certain chain of conversations at MIT that was leaked to the New York Times, then was published, led
Dude, we should
him
have to
to
do a
be
ball rip
fired
every time he
or
says
pushed out of
MIT.
MIT recently, maybe a year ago.
Oh!
And it always sat weird with me. So what happened is,
Damn! He
There's a
said
few
it so
undergraduate
many
students
times. It's so
that
funny
called
that I
Marvin
made that
Minsky.
comment at the
Not sure
beginning
if
of this
you're familiar
video.
with who that is.
I've heard the name.
And I
He's one
didn't
of
even
the
realize he
people
was
in
going to say it so many
artificial
times.
They said that they called him a rapist because he met with Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey Epstein solicited an 18-year-old girl. She came up to Marvin Minsky, who was at that time is I think 70 years old, and his wife was there too. Marvin Minsky's wife,
70.
and he said no, or like awkwardly
Yeah, no,
saying,
thank you. Yeah.
no thanks. And that was stated in the email thread as Marvin participating in sexual assault and rape of this unwilling sexual assault,
Wow.
and it was called rape
Wow.
of this person,
Guilt by association.
of this woman, the proposition. And then Richard Stallman, he's kind of known for this. He's you made fun of me being a robot, but he's kind of like a debugger. He's like, well, that sentence is not what you said is not correct. So he like corrected the person, basically made it seem like the use of the word rape is not correct because that's not the definition of rape.
Yeah.
And then he was attacked for saying, oh, now you're playing with definitions of rape. Rape is the answer, right?
Wow.
And then that was leaked in him defending. So the way it was leaked, it was reported as him defending rape. That's the way it was reported. And he was pushed out, and he didn't really give a damn. He doesn't seem to make a big deal out of it. He just left.
He made an example of him.
They made an example, and then everyone was afraid to defend him. So like, there's a bunch of faculty.
Dude, you're from the Soviet Union. Doesn't this hit close to home for you?
I don't know what to think of it. It hits close to home, but it was basically, at least at MIT. Now MIT is such a light place with this. It's not common at MIT, but it was like 18, 19-year-old kids, undergraduate kids, with this kind of fire in them.
You gotta be laughing
There's
every
very
time he
few of
says
them,
MIT.
But they're the ones that raise all this kind of fuss. And the entirety of the administration, all of the faculty are afraid to stand up to them. It's so interesting to me. Like, I don't know if I should be afraid of that.
You don't think you should be afraid
So
that when
it's-
someone who's trying to be specific when it comes to charges of violent assault is looking for that clarity, can get their life out of search?
Let me give you more context. There's a little bit more context to Richard Stallman, which is,
He was also a rapist.
No.
I left out that part. He liked
No.
raping people.
but he's had a history through his life of, every once in a while wearing the Hawaiian shirt with, like, he's a fat, sorry, but he's a fat, unattractive, like what Trump referred to the
The
hacker
Saturn guy in the basement.
in the basement. That's Richard. Okay, I love, he is what he is. People, he would eat his own, he would pick
Oh
skin from the
God,
street and,
no!
put it in
Shut
the field.
up, no!
There's videos of him doing that.
God, shut up!
Behind us.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Ugh.
I think this and his office, door, he wrote something like hacker plus lover of ladies or something like that, like something kind of so
Unprofessional.
yeah, unprofessional and a little creepy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here's
No,
the
that's
thing.
fair. That's yeah.
So he was also
So they're looking for an excuse to get rid of him. It sounds like
no, he was just who's they?
the administration.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Kathy.
A lot of times, what people don't realize, and this will be my defense of cancel culture. A lot of times when someone gets fired over something like this,
Yeah.
this isn't why. This is just giving them cover to get rid of them without getting a lawsuit.
But it's still.
Correct.
I guess what I'm trying to communicate is he was a little weird and creepy, and he may not be the best for the community, but that's not necessarily the message it's sent to the rest of the community. The message is sent to the rest of the community that being clear about words or the usage of the word rape is like you should call everything rape. That's basically the message it was sent.
Or you
It-
should
it's
call
sad,
it we
but-
say rape. It's about submission. I think you'd be very happy to know that there's a lot of people, and she's very crucified by this, like Betsy DeVos, the Department of Education, who are aware of this. They are aware that this completely contradicts due process. They're aware of how a rape accusation is something not to be taken seriously, but because it's not to be taken seriously, it has to be also taken seriously in other contexts. That once that word is around a male, this can ruin his entire life. And
That's the sticky thing of the word. Like I think about this a lot. That like how would I defend it if somebody like I've never I can honestly say I've never done anything close to creepy in my life, with women.
But you wouldn't know it if you had, right? That's the thing. A lot of these creepy guys don't think they're creepy. They think they're being cute.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you, even
Oh,
like,
fuck, dude.
fine. Let's say Let's say I'm not aware of it.
Dude,
but the
come
point
on.
that
If you're being creepy,
I
you
am
know
aware
you're being
is that
creepy.
somebody could just completely make something up.
Correct. Yeah.
If
yeah,
you're
yeah,
being
yeah,
creepy,
yeah.
you know you're being
Like,
creepy.
what would I?
Supposed to know. He denied the charges. There's an article around everything you did, supposedly, and it goes, Mr. Friedman denied the charges. Yeah.
But what creeps me out?
That happened. Can I interrupt?
Yeah,
There's
sure.
Zora Neale Hurston's one of my favorite writers. She's from the Harlem Renaissance. She wrote Their Eyes Are Watching God, and a couple other books. She was just an amazing, amazing figure. Her biography is called Wrapped in Rainbows. It's just a masterpiece. I think I read it one day. Can't recommend her enough. Fascinating, fascinating woman. During the 30s, I think it was, or 1940, she was out of the country. She was accused of molesting a teenage boy. She wasn't in America. This could be proven. So it's absolutely false. Not even a question. She was indicted. And she wanted to kill herself.
Wow.
Because she's like, people are going to see these things, and they're going to think maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe it's voluntary. What they're just going to, and you could understand why she'd be suicidal over this. So yeah, this is something that's been going on for a long time, and the fact that it's becoming, I do agree, it's important. I know a lot of women who have been sexually assaulted, more than I'm happy that I know. And if I know that many, that means there's more. So I don't.
Man, every
I think
woman
it's
I
a
know.
good idea that they feel seen.
Almost
That they don't
every
feel
woman
wounded,
I
they don't feel
know
damaged, that they can talk to their
has been
friends.
sexually
And
assaulted.
I'm like, man, this sucks. It's happened to you, and I don't think you're a slut.
It's fucking
I don't think you're
horrible.
asking for it. I think you feel violated. I think it's gross. Talk to me. Like I do think that that's important, and I also think it's important though, like when things get kind of in a frenzy, that a lot of people are like, yeah, I also had something happen, and very quickly the line between he grabbed my boob and he violently raped me. I don't think these two things are the same at all. I think they're both sexual assault. But in terms of what someone can deal with the next day, the next month, 10 years later, I don't think there's similar scenarios.
Yeah.
I had Juanita Broderick on my show, and hearing her talk about, her alleged rape by Bill Clinton was very disturbing for me. Very disturbing to hear. Because it was like half an hour. So, we think of these things and think, okay, hold her down, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and then it's done. Half an hour, just even someone physically holding you down for half an hour.
Yeah.
Like, not even a sexual assault.
Yeah.
Like, that's traumatic.
Yeah.
You think, your brain's going to think, am I going to die?
When I zoom out, I think ultimately this is going to lead to a better world.
When I zoom out.
Like empowering women to speak. To
Isn't
their,
it funny
those
that I
kinds of
said that?
experiences.
He
The
doesn't
benefit
zoom.
of it outweighs.
He doesn't ever zoom out. And I just think it's so funny that he used that term. Remember what I said? Michael Malice is always standing back looking at everything kind of more of a broad spectrum. And this guy, Lex, he's like looking at everything with a fucking microscope, man. I swear. It's funny that he just said when I zoom out. He's going to zoom out. He's going to zoom right back in. Watch, guys. Watch. He's got a minute to do it.
The issue is, whenever people are given a weapon, some are going to use it in nefarious ways. And that's the lesson of history. Males, females, whites, blacks, children, adults. When people are given a mechanism to execute power over others, some are going to use it.
Oh, that's the end. That's really good. That exchange is really good. Interesting to listen to those two guys talk about that. So that's that was Lex Clips. I'm subscribed to him. But I'm subscribed to Michael Malice. You're welcome. A bunch of other people. And you guys should consider subscribing to all the people I tell you to subscribe to, especially Ron Placone. RonPlacone.com. Alright, you guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. Check out my friend Ron Placone at ronplacone.com. Check out my website, Nays Garden. You can watch all of the interviews there, naysgarden.com. Some of them have like a disclaimer on them, but you can click on them. It should take you to the videos. and you'll be able to watch them all. Enjoy those interviews, guys. Love you guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed the 50-minute video. I'm calling this one early. My prerogative. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the morning.